So it is 5:54 a.m. and after 5 weeks, we are at the border to Mexico.
Here we are. It's 5 in the morning.
It's not as crowded as we thought it'd be.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
Let's see if they let us through.
So how did we end up here? I guess to answer that question, we'd have to rewind. Back to a cold December day in Bozeman, Montana. The day we decided this van was going to be our home. And on that day, all we had was a name, a destination, and 4 curious passengers: Madison, Joel, Parker, and Aiden. 6 months, 4 2-week notices, 1 major surgery, an engine conversion, and a Kickstarter campaign later, we were in Bozeman once again, putting the finishing touches on our van, now named Pecan Sandy, after the paint we used to repaint her pop top.
You're missing the moment, Joel.
We had spent months planning, fundraising, and getting the van equipped to make the journey. But now that we were on the cusp of adventure, now that our expectations were finally bumping into reality, what would it feel like to finally get out there? The answer to that question lay in the road before us. So on July 5th, we battened down the hatches and took off full speed ahead.
If you're screwed up, well, you better screw it tight. It's the way that you're living, I'm forgetting what I know.
So, we have, after 2 days of being on the road and in the van together, realized we have way too much stuff and way too little space. So we're going through and making sure that we are absolutely sure that what we have is what we want and that it all fits. So that we have more space to, do other things.
For activities.
Yeah, activity space. I am not bringing any flannels. Not even a single flannel.
Our choice to live in a van draws a lot of questions from outsiders, but what many don't realize is that we've got a lot of questions too. None of us have ever done this before, and no one's written an instruction manual for van life, so we're in a constant state of questioning our planning and reevaluating our living space. It just comes with the territory, the very tiny territory. This is Parker and I's living situation. We live in the pop top of the van.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. People wouldn't think it's nice, but actually I think it's a lot nicer than down there because we have so much space. And a nice cross breeze flows between our little windows right here.
Our little zone here.
Yeah. So what else has to fit in here besides our slumbering selves? Well, this isn't just a vacation. It's a photographic expedition. So we got some cameras, and some film, and some chemicals, and, well, why don't I just show you? If you think a van is too small for 4 people to live in, try a van filled with photographers. We may have sent home boxes of clothes on that second day, but we kept all the film. You gotta have priorities. As we've edged our way closer and closer to Mexico, we've begun to really understand what those priorities are and how to cope with a lifestyle of perpetual motion. That's what this leg of the journey has been all about, figuring out what it takes to live and work together in our very small space. It's been easy to be drawn to the freedoms of the open road, the adventure of waking up in a new place every day and not knowing where we'll end up each night. But we've found that with this lifestyle, there is inevitably 2 sides to every coin. As exhilarating as it's been to greet old and new friends every 100 miles or so, it comes with the inevitability of having to say your goodbyes to those people long before you may be ready to. From here, it's into the unknown. Perhaps all we've learned in this last month will come in handy, perhaps not. All we know is that from this point on, things will change, and this project is about to become the project we set out to create. We'll see you on the other side.